Hello. We're going to draw 10-minute portraits today, and it's going to be wonderful. I've got a job coming up, which I'm pretty excited about because it's like exactly the kind of thing that I want to do. I want to combine doing art with connecting to people and in a social context. And a wonderful friend recommended me for a job, which is happening in a week and a half, and it's going to be like 4 hours of non-stop 10-minute portraits. So it's pretty exciting. Every week on Tuesdays, you're all welcome to come and join. I host a 2-hour sketch session where we sketch between 30-second and 6-minute portraits. And I see that some of my friends from Tuesday are in the chat. If you're watching, get in the chat, say hello, tell me where you're watching from. Pardon me. Yeah. So it's going to be pretty exciting, pretty mad. I think like 4 to 5 hours of non-stop 10-minute portraits. So I thought it'd be really good to practice. So I kind of have been practicing for almost 3 years now with my Tuesday sessions. But this is going to be different because they requested watercolor. I'll just show you what I've got on my desk at the moment. They would like watercolor portraits, and here we are. Focus over here. Focus here. There we go. So watercolor portraits, and I thought I'd go with water-soluble pencils. I have these really cool pencils, which I got from the Derwent factory, which was very exciting in the Lake District about 9 years ago. And these are inktense pencils. Once they dry, they're like watertight and really awesome vibrant colors. So I'm going to be sketching with these. And here are some sketches I've already been practicing with. So I'll just show you this as we wait for people to join us. It's so nice to see friends in the chat there. Hello, everyone. So it's really interesting to like have this time limit and focus and be like, okay, kind of not too hung up on the likeness. I just want to kind of get something drawn and hope that it looks a bit like the person and that they'll be like a bit happy with it. And mostly to be able to connect to the person, which is going to be really fun because on Zoom, like we have this wonderful community and wonderful friendships that have been growing in our Tuesday sessions. I think the link is down in the description if you want to come join our Tuesday sessions. And it's really wonderful. But I haven't met any of these people I've been drawing with for years. Sibylla's here. Sibylla's going to be at the job as well. There's going to be 4 of us drawing. Sibylla, Hans is here. Awesome. Some of our models for today are dropping into the chat. 4 of us, me, Sibylla, Jenny Adams, and Ulrike Selders. We're going to be drawing together, which is really exciting. It's actually the first time I'm going to meet any of the Tuesday Drawing with Dylan community live. It's going to be interesting sitting with these people, and it's going to be a pretty intense kind of tempo to get everyone through and be drawing everyone. But I'm really looking forward to the challenge of drawing someone who I'm sitting with, and it's going to be really cool. So die Vollmeisen sind auch da. Steph, is that you? M. Iron. Herzlich willkommen, Vollmeisen. And everyone else. It's really awesome having you here. I guess we can just start drawing. Yeah. Lisa, yeah. You do really need to visit me in Göttingen. It's embarrassing at this point. That would be so cool. Maybe as the weather warms up a bit, I could think about organizing something next year. That would be really awesome. Göttingen is pretty central in Germany. People are also welcome to join us from abroad. So the Tuesday groups are really open to anyone who has access to Zoom. And if we host a live Drawing with Dylan session, that would be so epic, so cool. Everyone should come. Maybe for the 3rd birthday of Drawing with Dylan, we could have an actual event. Oh, that's an exciting idea. Good suggestion, Lisa. I will be drawing on Hanemüller Nostalgie paper, which if you've ever watched any of my things that I've filmed or live streamed, this is what I use most of the time. And I'm thinking we could like start drawing. There are 24 people watching, 9 likes so far. You could give this some thumbs up and get active and busy in the chat. Oh, I've got to look at Zoom because I said I would let people into Zoom. Right, Rosanna and Sibylla are here. Admitted. Anyone else who wants to get into the Zoom chat, you're welcome to drop in. The link is in the description below, and you can sit there and we can draw together. You can see each other and maybe ask some questions real time. If something interesting comes up, I will repeat the question on YouTube. But if you would like to actually see, hi Sibylla, Sibylla's there on Zoom. Hi Roseanne. If you'd like to have that sense of sitting together and drawing with people, then follow the Zoom link in my bio. I'll try to be aware enough, alert enough to let you in. If you're in Zoom though, watch. Oh, how did we do it last time? I changed my camera feed so that you could see what I was working on. But if you've got YouTube open and Zoom, you'll see like the YouTube feed. Roseanne, you were here last time. Did I like spotlight my camera my desktop last time in Zoom? Okay. So oh yeah. I remember. Yeah. So I've got me up now, but then I was like, iPhone here. So now you can see my workspace and I can see your faces. So if you want to see what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. I'll put my reference over here on the side and then you'll be able to look at that. It's the reference will be up high resolution on YouTube. But if you're in Zoom, you'll be able to see what I'm looking at right next to my paper. And maybe Sibylla or Roseanne, if you see any, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe, Sibylla, can I make you a co-host and you let people in? Cool, thank you. All right, awesome. So yeah, if people want to get in, just let them in and we'll draw together. This is Connie, who has been a regular, like, probably for over 2 years in the Tuesday sessions. So, and I thought we'd start this with a really nice glasses image because I really like drawing glasses. And I'm a fan of the distortion of glasses. I don't presume that anyone at the event is going to be posing like this, but who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? If people just sit there passively, or maybe we can get people to strike a pose for 10 minutes. That would be a laugh. I just found out today, so this might be useful for other people too, you can actually put the stopwatch up on an in-screen thing on the iPad. So this is very useful for me when I'm hosting these sessions, that I can have the stopwatch there and reference. And sometimes I host Tuesdays via Zoom as well. And wait a minute, I will give you on YouTube the crispy version of this reference. Here's Connie. And I'll grab some pencil. I'll take a little drink before I get started. I hope you're all as excited as I am. What's everyone drawing with? Let me know in the chat. And I will endeavour to look up at the chat. During the portrait sketches, I'll probably try and focus here on what I'm drawing. But in between, I'll have a look at the chat. If there are any questions, feel free to ask. And I wonder how I should get started with this. I've got a chili red colour. Connie's not really chili red, but there are some really awesome intense colours here and we'll just go with it. Okay, a brush. This is good practice for the event in a week and a half to make sure I know where everything's got to be. Thank you all for joining me for this practice session. Let's draw. Barbara's got inktense pencils as well. Awesome. Is everything as it should be? I think it is. Okay, so 10 minutes approximately starting now. So yeah, just I hope, yeah, this is going to look all right on the screen. So this is going to be different live. We obviously have this distorted reference images from the little webcams and stuff. And it'll be interesting to see how close we're sitting to the people that we're sketching. But it's all, anything we draw is good practice, right? Hi, Lisa. Lisa just got into Zoom. Another Tuesday regular. That's a super good idea that we should meet in Göttingen. Göttingen is so central in Germany, so that would be awesome. So I enjoy with glasses like this kind of distortion that you get in the lens, just as a interesting kind of like breaking up the outline of the face. I dig it. And glasses in general, I like as a way of finding a way around a face. Is Connie here? Connie said she'll try and join. So yeah, the Tuesday sessions are open to anyone with access to Zoom. We do have quite a cool group of regulars. So something I've been wondering about recently, now that we've been drawing together for so long, when people come and join for the first time, surely pick up on it, because there are a lot of like running gags and like Patricia reading whenever she has a long pose, and so yeah, we know each other quite well, but everyone is welcome to join. Almost every week there's at least one new face, and it's a friendly place to hang out and practice and try new things and draw together. And I was actually wanting to, it would be so cool if I had the timer on the screen as well. Sorry, I don't. Before the pandemic started, I was kind of gearing up to get ready for event drawings, doing live portraits at events, and then everything just came to a grinding halt. And then I started doing these weekly Zoom sessions, and I think now I'm definitely more ready for it than I was back then. I don't know how many of these portrait sketches I've done now over the past 2.5 years, but it's been great. I'm not going to worry about the hands. We don't have a lot of time, so maybe just hint at the frame of the glasses and leave it like that. So this is 3 minutes and 40 seconds in. I've got like the shapes figured out for the drawing. I've got some violet here for the darker areas. I think I'm probably going to aim for some kind of more realistic tones and stuff at the event, but I thought it'd be fun for this session just to play around and find out what I like. So yeah, it's pretty much like within that 10-minute time frame would just be like catching a kind of sense of light and shadow, because just to give like form to the face. So I imagine it'll be working with like pretty limited values and just trying to economize on everything that I do. And there's going to be 130 people at this event. 4 of us are going to be drawing them. And yeah, I'm super curious how it's all going to work out. And maybe some portraits will be faster. Maybe they won't. We shall see. How are you feeling about it, Sibylla? Sibylla is in the Zoom room. Will also be sketching there. I think you're muted. Anyone in Zoom can unmute and talk if you like. Oh yeah, interesting with this. Now it's like 6 minutes in. I want to be pretty sparing with the water for quick poses, in the hope that maybe it might give a chance for things to dry and then put down some last marks to just excuse me, to make sure that like important kind of contrast, important values and details are well established. So that'll be interesting. Does anyone in the chat, and now 29 people watching, hello everyone. Anyone have experience doing live sketches at events? Friends with some caricature artists, amazing caricature artists on Instagram who have a lot of experience sketching people live. If you're drawing along, you probably don't have a lot of time to chat. Lisa, thank you for asking that over there. If you speak up in Zoom, if you're listening to me on Zoom and listening to YouTube, then I will hear myself with a delay, but there shouldn't be feedback because I'm wearing headphones. But I have in the past had people in Zoom that were listening on YouTube, and then it was like I was hearing myself with a few seconds delay. It's a bit confusing, but it's all right. I had this thing with some of the sketches. What have I got here? Some leftover paint where I just put like a kind of rectangle in the background of any color and just kind of made it compositionally interesting, I think. So could be cool to have a complementary color, but I'll just go with that. Red. 8.5 minutes now. And jump back in with this dark pencil just to, I think a lot of my drawings, kind of the strength in them comes from strong line work, so I may take that end phase to re-establish the strong line work. Hope we're going to have some interesting lighting that will make it easier for us to draw our subjects. Oh, we've got half a minute left. Anyone who wants to spend more time with any of these portraits can, of course, return to the live stream recording and rewatch or pause. Rewatching is good because then it looks like people are watching my videos again and again and again, and then YouTube will show it to more people. thinking it's rewatchable. All right, I'm going to stop now. That was 9 minutes and 53 seconds. I hope you're all feeling content with what you've done so far. First sketch. Warm up. Yeah, Sabila, we can maybe we can sketch each other before people arrive, just to get into the flow a bit. I'll be catching the train, which will be like a 4-hour train trip, and I figure I'll just draw all the time. So hopefully I'll get to Dusseldorf and I'll be like, fully in the flow of sketching. Next page, next pose. Who have we got? Have there been any questions? Or does anyone have a question now on YouTube? I'll just have a look over here. So nice to see everyone here. Yeah, can't manage all those tabs open. It's confusing having Zoom, OBS, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is open. All right, anyone who would like to join the Zoom room. So everyone is silent at the moment, but it's just nice to see that there are people sitting there drawing with me. So I can see 30 of you are watching, which is awesome. Thank you all for being here. And if you want that extra depth of feeling like you're drawing with people, you could get on Zoom and you just see some friendly faces sitting there drawing together. So just follow the link in the description below if you'd like to get in there. Okay. Hans. Hans is amazing. So much fun to draw. And all of these people, of course, are great artists. Connie is at CAL Lambert_art on Instagram. I will put everyone's account tags in the chat, or if someone else wants to put them in the chat, that would be awesome. And I'll put them in the description after the video so you can tag people. Hans. We're all blessed by Hans liking getting dressed up for our sketch sessions, which is amazing. We'll have like themes and give each other prompts, and it's so much fun drawing each other, and often Hans has something a little bit extra and awesome for us to draw. So I can't exactly remember what the prompt was for this pose, but it's awesome. Hi Maya. Okay. Next pose. I wonder, what's this? Willow, kind of brown color, red. I've got a bright red here for the bow tie. Poppy red. Poppies. Poppies are the best. Okay, let's draw. Starting now. Thank you, Barbara, for putting Connie's Instagram handle in the chat. If anyone is sharing their work, if you're sketching along and sharing anything on Instagram, it'd be awesome if you use the hashtag drawingwithdylan. And that's like our Tuesday hashtag and the Friday morning sessions. I don't know if for live streams, if we need something different, but we can just expand the Drawing with Dylan umbrella to encompass the live streams as well. So yeah, I'm now going to attempt to do a YouTube live stream every 2 weeks. And sometimes we'll do time sketches, and there'll be giveaways, and sometimes we'll do longer poses. Something I've been wanting to do for like 2.5 years, regular live streams, and I did for a while with Sketchy, and now I'm kind of finally getting there, getting into the rhythm to do it with my own channel as well. So be sure to subscribe, and you can also join my mailing list if you want to get updates about how we can draw live together. I've just reactivated my mailing list, which is in my link tree. If you check out my Instagram, I'll have to put that on YouTube as well. Yeah, so this is not not so much an instructional session. This is like learning by doing. Just draw, practice, practice, practice. Which is kind of like, that's how Tuesdays are as well. Everyone just goes for it, does what they can do and wants to do. But of course you're welcome to ask questions. Once once each portrait is done, I'll have a little look in the chat, see if anyone's asked anything. And in between poses, you can light up the chat with comments, because that's also really good on YouTube too, if the chat's active. If you can't tell, I'm working on building up my YouTube channel. Thanks to my wonderful sister Claire. My YouTube coach. She has a really cool YouTube channel about starting a YouTube channel and growing a YouTube channel. What I like about these water-soluble pencils for these quick sketches, like the work around it not actually being a pure watercolor drawing, painting, portrait, is that you can establish a lot of drawing, and I feel like I'll be relying a lot upon my drawing and then be able to brush in some color and kind of expand upon the values and color and stuff that I've blocked in. So for me, it feels like a natural choice of medium for these portraits. I'd also be super happy to just do it in ink, black and white, but I guess they ask for watercolor, and people like color. I like color too, but I love drawing with ink. Is Hans still here in the chat? Drawing along? So Hans on Instagram. I tagged everyone that was sketching today in my Instagram story. Hansleutwyler. And when I share these on Instagram, I'll be tagging everyone, so you can go check out Hans's work as well. Like, follow, show some love. All right, we're about halfway in to this one. Haha, Hans is here, awesome. Trying your best is the best. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Lisa just said in Zoom that 10 minutes feels like forever, because about now is almost 6 minutes. That's when we would stop, usually. So it's 10 minutes. It's like, what do I do with all this time? Wow, cool. Yeah, isn't it great that we have so much practice? So on Tuesdays, we start with 30-second poses, which is like, whoa, what can I even do in 30 seconds? And then 1 minute, 2 minute, 4 minute, and settle into 6 minute poses for the second hour of our session. So yeah, when they said it's going to be 10-minute portraits, I was like, oh, awesome. That's like 6 minutes and extra time. Yeah, so it's 6.5 minutes now. So it's like 6 minutes, and then it's time to give it some watery color attention as well. Yeah, and after practicing for a while, the 6-minute poses on Tuesdays start feeling really long compared to the initial 30 seconds. So it's nice how kind of elastic time is. There was no feedback when you just spoke to me, Jane. Here comes Shannon into Zoom. Cool. Sounded great. I was just thinking about how much I like doing this and how much I like the actual live part and talking to people, which the live stream experience misses a bit, which is why it's cool to have Zoom open. But I was thinking of starting a thing that after live streams, anyone who wants to can jump in Zoom and we can just chat a bit, maybe talk about the drawings we've done. If anyone has any questions afterwards, would like to share, I think that would be a cool thing to do. So once we're all done, the after show, yeah, the after show, after work. All right, 8.5 minutes. I like this, but I feel it's missing some definition. Putting something in the background would be cool. To give some more definition to the face here. So I've just got an old watercolor palette on the side here. It actually doesn't have many colors on it. I was hoping it would have some more, but I'm just grabbing whatever colors on there to my palettendreck to put in here. This negative shape between the hand and the chin, I think that's really a good one to help define the form a bit here. Ooh, 9.5 minutes. Oh, there's like glare on the lens of the glasses. Kind of missing a bit of eye there. Oh no. The pencil going up into that wet area just made it super dark. All right, there we go, 10 minutes. Stop. Time is off. Ah, my camera on the phone is super yellow. I'm gonna try and change my white balance. See if I can do that on the fly. I'm using an app called Shoot, which does a camera feed. It's like screen mirroring from the phone into the computer, making my phone like a webcam. And there we go, that looks better. Cool. And with this app, I'm able to adjust the white balance on my phone. And that's more like what I can see. Any questions? Yeah, Hans, it's great. Funny to sketch yourself. Yeah, because normally when we're drawing each other on Tuesdays, we get to take a break when we're getting sketched. So yeah, it's cool to have you here drawing yourself as well. All right. Be moving on to the next pose soon. If you're finished drawing, light up the chat with any kind of comments, any kind of questions that you have. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. That'd be wonderful. Oh, thank you so much, Hans, for being choosable. Hans just said, brilliant, thanks for choosing me. It was a lot of fun looking through my, I take screenshots on Tuesdays. So I have this epic archive of screenshots from the last 2.5 years of sketching together. So many cool photos, and it's nice to like take the opportunity here. Maya, let's draw Maya. Take the opportunity to spend some more time with some of these poses because there are so many cool ones. Like I'm often grabbing these screenshots thinking, oh, I'd love to spend more time with that, and only very few of them do I then actually spend more time with. Maya, here's a fun photo of you from this week. Okay. Let's draw. Sibylla, did you say before what medium you want to be working with at the event? If you did, I think you were muted. Yeah? Yeah, cool. Yeah, awesome. So Sibylla just said that she'll be working with watercolor, aquarelle. No, Zoom is doing a good job of balancing out any feedback. Awesome. Cool. Thanks for that. Shannon just said that she's letting YouTube know that everyone likes me on all of the devices all of the time. That's like a general thing on any kind of social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you watch things and watch them to the end and comment, that is a way, if you're really into someone's content, to kind of support them in the algorithmical world. And oh, cool. And it's about algorithms. Ah, wow. So Shannon is reading a book called The Chaos Machine, was it? About how social media is changing our brains. Sounds very interesting. Yeah. For a long time, I don't know, I was really, I guess I've used social media for quite a while, and using like just online connectivity, being so far away from my family. I came to Europe when I was 21, and the internet was my main way of keeping in touch with people. So I'm super thankful for like so many aspects of it, but it's especially having kids. That's something I noticed. Well, or Kira noticed. She's like, try and spend less time on my phone around the kids, and just to become conscious of like the habitual kind of nature of it. And it's I have friends that don't use social media at all, which is pretty cool, but hard to imagine for me. I'm so glad for the connectivity and inspiration that we have access to, the knowledge sharing, and such a cool way to learn and share. almost halfway with this one. I think a good lesson from the Bhagavad Gita, which is applicable to social media, is to do your best and really free yourself of kind of the results. You just do the best and then offer it up to God, and whatever happens. And not to get too hung up on watching like the analytics of everything, which can be interesting and hypnotizing, but how many people are engaging and what's going on, why do people like that and why didn't they like that, and all this stuff. But just to do what you do what you want to do the best, and just kind of put it out there and move on. Awesome. Yeah, it's very applicable for life in general. So I think everyone can get something out of the Bhagavad Gita. Check it out. Is there? Shannon says there's even a Bhagavad Gita movie. Have you watched it? Oh, wow. How was it? Oh, cool. I want to watch it too now. So Shannon says there's a really dreamlike and bizarre movie of the Bhagavad Gita. There's a pretty cool comic called Krishna by Abhijit Singh, I think is his name. He has a really awesome Instagram account, and it's about the life of Krishna. Pretty cool. Seven and a half minutes. And also a really valuable thing for me in social media, and which has become like the main thing, is like appreciation of the actual community, the actual connections that you make. Not just chasing likes, but appreciating and enjoying, valuing the actual connections. And it's so cool. So many of you in the chat here that I know, and we've spent so much time drawing together, and that instantly gave a new level of meaning to my interaction with Instagram, like knowing so many of you and drawing together. And because before it's pretty abstract, I guess, like put all this effort into making work, put it out in the digital space and hope that there's some kind of resonance. And all right, we're 9 minutes in. Yeah. 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 Shannon was just saying that the naysaying, the global mind control, social media stuff, something that so that was kind of my thing as I waded into using social media more, like going in kind of being critical, like aware of the way that it's changing us and people. I don't know. It's made to be addictive, but I particularly liked it when I did the Ink Naturally class. That's 10 minutes. Let's stop. Awesome. Thank you, Maya. Thank you for being in Zoom. Thank you for being our muse here. Super fun pose. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, going into social media when it was all like natural ink, and I knew that I was getting in, sharing my stuff. This was like in 2020 and before that as well, when I was doing a lot of natural ink. That's like I'm going in there, putting all this stuff into this digital space, but I'm saying go outside and get your hands dirty, and encouraging people to take time off of the screen as well. It's a nice kind of balance between the digital and the dirty real world. Okay. Here's Felix, who's surely asleep at the moment in Chennai. Maya, do you want to put your Instagram account name in the YouTube chat, and Hans as well, so people can follow and tag you? Here's Felix. So Felix joins Fridays sometimes. He's a very passionate cycling activist in Chennai and has been pretty busy with that recently. But we spent a lot of Fridays drawing together. The first Friday of the month we draw together too. The bicycle mayor. Is he? Is that an actual thing? So Shannon just said that Felix is the bicycle mayor of Chennai. That's so cool. That's such a nice thing as well. Have been drawing together for a couple of years now, and to see like the development of people's stories, the way people's artistic style is developing, but also what else they're doing in the world, like being a cycling activist. Like Felix is doing so much. It's so cool. I'm gonna start this with a blue pencil. All right. Let's draw Felix. Hang on, what's going on? What's Hans? What's going on with the hat? So Sabila's hoping no one's going to wear hats when we have our live sketching event. And Hans is sad because he thinks you don't like his hat. I don't think that's what was meant, Hans. Hats are tricky with this perspective thing, but it's I don't know who we're going to be sketching, but it's like some luxury brand, and it's in the evening, so there won't be much cause for wearing hats. We'll see. Just a little reminder that if you're watching on YouTube, you can get in the Zoom room and hang out and talk and see people. The link is in the description below. Let's draw Felix. 10 minutes. All right, now. Just a no from the Zoom room. I don't know what's happening, but oh no, broken pencil. What is it, Sibylla? We don't really know. we've just been invited to come and draw people, but we don't know what it's about. But the business that has invited us, checked out their website. They do calligraphy and illustration for luxury brands at events. It's quite a niche. And they sent some examples. They're a bit international. I think they have US, UK, France. Okay. Whoever's listening to YouTube and Zoom, you can mute it because now you can hear what's going on in Zoom. Maybe it's you, Hans. Welcome to the Zoom room. And Hans, welcome. Hans and Tom. Tom just jumped in too. Nice to have you here. Yeah, listen on Zoom. Booked out. Are these poses like you would draw on Tuesdays? Yes. So on Tuesdays, it's between 30 seconds and 6 minutes. And what I'm doing here is basically a 6-minute pose with some extra time. So this is a lot like, the references are all from the Tuesday sketch sessions. This one with Felix is from a Friday because he's asleep when we meet on Tuesdays. So these are all reference photos of friends from these sketch sessions, and we give each other prompts. And this could have been like, I don't know, you're feeling strong and powerful, and then like strike a pose, feeling strong and powerful, and then the people will draw you for the allotted time, and then you've just got between 30 seconds and 6 minutes to go for it. And we chat. Those who are able to chat and draw at the same time, you don't have to chat, no pressure, but those who are able and want to are welcome to chat with each other. And it's super fun. So yeah, we meet via Zoom, which particularly when lockdown started in the beginning, the early days, it was so nice just hanging out. It's like we're sitting with each other in our homes, drawing each other. And it's not even without the pandemic, I didn't get out much. I have 3 little kids, and I started hosting these live drawing events, and just the convenience of being able to like put the kids to bed, get them ready for bed, and then just to come upstairs and start drawing with people. I love it. I would appreciate doing some live real world sessions as well, but I love the Zoom sessions. I think a lot of people in the past 6 months or so have kind of returned to the real world, but I'm very appreciative for the people who come along and sketch together on Zoom and here, live streaming. Thanks for being here, everyone. My pleasure. Oh. Awesome. On Tuesday? Oh yeah. Tuesday night is when, after our thing. Yeah, I would go if I could. You can just like hide behind your sketchbook. Put it up as like a barrier whenever you need it. Yeah. On YouTube, if it looks like I'm talking to myself, it's because we're having an actual conversation in Zoom, and you could join it by following the Zoom link in the description below. I would encourage you to do so. You look like you're talking to yourself. You're actually like talking to us on Zoom. Is he going to be posing? The dancing host? Yeah. Barbara, you still have a minute and a half. You could start again. Barbara has just said that 10 minutes is enough time to ruin this one completely. So just start another one. You've got another minute and a half. You can just pretend it's a Tuesday. Start again. I do that sometimes when things are going wrong. It's like I've still got time. I'll start again. Watch the replay. I remember drawing this one. It's so cool looking through the screenshots because I remember drawing all of them. So many cool screenshots. And I liked drawing it then. I like drawing it now. Oh, 9.5 minutes. All right, it's 10 minutes now. I just felt it needs a bit more definition to I feel like it lost a bit of the shape of the face. So, all right, that's it. Thank you, Felix. Ah, it doesn't look as good on the screen as it does right in front of me here. This one feels a bit wanting. It's such an awesome reference, but I don't know. Okay, got to work on that. So this is perfect. Doing these to practice. I really like the one of Maya. Hans was good. Not sure about this Felix one, but this is why we're here. This is why we practice. It's great. This will be a good time to ask anything in the chat. We'll jump into the Zoom room. Nicole. Here we go. Cool photo. Nicole was here in the chat earlier. It was nice to see you. I expect we won't be drawing this kind of angle at our event. People are probably going to be like looking towards us or slightly off to the side, but that's a great thing about the Zoom sessions is that we get to draw so many cool angles and stuff. So let's draw this one. Take a little sip of my tea. Nicole is here. Cool. Such a great shot. I have so many wonderful screenshots of so many wonderful people. If anyone's interested in joining the Tuesday groups, or anyone who does or has and would like to be part of a group chat where we talk about what the prompts and themes are going to be, write to me on Instagram, and I'll send you an invitation to a Signal group chat. The Instagram group is full, but the Signal group has space to grow. All right, what color do I want? Has everyone else started drawing already? Taking a break. Check your posture. Breathe. Okay, let's do it. I just zoomed in on the face a bit. I love the composition with the hair, but I want to focus a bit on the face. Nice to have glasses here because it's a tricky perspective, I guess. But what I like about glasses is that it gives you like a really clear shape, and if you can get it to be similar to how it actually looks, you can use it as a reference and orientation to line up other features of the portrait. What is Felix's Instagram handle? It is felixmahimai, and I will put it in the chat later, or maybe now. I'm losing drawing time, but I'll put it in the chat. I hope that's right, what I just put in the chat. If not, check out my Instagram stories and you'll see it in there. Thanks for asking, Matthew. Maybe. What do you think, Sibylla? How should we should we get people to pose, or just have them passively sit there and yeah, something that they can hold for 10 minutes. Or at least no drooling. We could make it like a drawing with Dylan session and be like, okay, you're a dog and you're barking at the postman. Yeah, profile would be good. Yeah, it'd be good. I'm hoping we got some nice like Rembrandt lighting. That would be good. Oh yeah. It'll be indoors. Yeah, it's going to be from 8 p.m. till midnight. Maybe. Yeah, that'd be good to... No. Usually, I don't know, in my experience, I can usually work with light. Just kind of be like, all right, turn everything around, or we won't be able to go sit near the window because it's going to be dark outside, but yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Ask about lighting. I'll write that down. All right, already 4.5 minutes. Patricia's lighting. Patricia, I always love drawing Patricia, which is, it's like overhead lighting. It's pretty intense, but I like that, having strong shadows and light shapes. It just helps so much to see what you're drawing. Yeah, cool. Shannon just asked what my favorite lighting is, and Patricia always has overhead lighting on Tuesdays, which is really cool to draw from. Lighting is is so important. Like burnt out, overexposed lighting. Having actual watercolor on hand to fill in big spaces is a good idea. It's 7 minutes now. 8.5 minutes. Hi Teresa. We haven't joined you yet. Thanks for joining. If you want to get into Zoom, you can get in there as well. We've got a few people hanging out, join together. That's an open invitation. So cool that there's still 29 people watching. Hope you're all having a fun, focused, sketchy time. Oh, we're already at 9.5 minutes. Just okay, I feel like I could use some more time for this one, but here we go. 10 minutes. You get what you get. Oh, hang on, well, this is way too bright. Let me adjust my phone, and feel free to ask questions in the chat while I'm doing things here. That's pretty dark, but we'll go with that. It doesn't look as awesome. I have my really good camera here looking at my face, and the phone up here, but it's working. Cool. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for allowing us to draw you. Super cool. I hope to draw with you live again someday soon. Okay, Teresa just joined. Let's draw Teresa. Yeah, she's Ricardo. Oh, but not in Zoom. Shannon just said hi. Zoom is calling to you. Should I call you Reza or Teresa? I don't know. Or Ricardo, as you like. I'm happy to call people whatever they want to be called. I'll take my... Oh. It's a good name. I know a lot of Teresas that I like. Let's draw. Teresa's doing some really cool self-portraits at the moment, part of some Instagram art challenge. Nicole, if you like, you could put your Instagram handle in the chat on YouTube and people can tag you and check out your awesome work. Okay. Teresa's trying, Ricardo's trying to get into Zoom. I don't see that. I just had a look as well, but I can't see. It doesn't look like. If you follow the link in the description of the YouTube video, or the same one that we usually do on Tuesdays, in my link tree, you should be able to get in. Should be able to jump straight in from the YouTube description. And anyone watching this video who would like to draw this Tuesdays or the first Friday of each month, you can follow the link below, the Zoom link, and that's where we meet and draw together. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be awesome. Let's draw Teresa. And I will try to... we still have time to practice, Sevilla. We have time to practice. That's part of the experience here, is like trying to find, what works, what's going to be. Just a little review before, I haven't started the timer yet. I really like, so far, of the things I've done, I think Maya's my favorite. It was really cool. And I spent like 7 minutes of this one doing the drawing, and then 3 minutes brushing in a bit. I really like this like compositional block in the background. I think that's probably something that I'll do. It kind of unifies the sketches and puts them on the paper. This is A5, nostalgie paper. It's an A5 block. A6. But I think at the event it's going to be A5 paper. I think she said that. Yeah, I hope so. This is a good size. Really? I thought someone said something about it. We'll find out. Yeah. Okay. So just had that little moment to look at things that are working well. Yeah. So just looking here, like, I don't know. I feel like Felix needs some more time. My Felix sketch. So I've got my sketches up in front of me. Oh, here we go. iPad entered the waiting room. Hi Teresa, welcome to Zoom. Cool. So I've got the sketches I've done so far on the desk in front of me, so I can kind of see, okay, what's working well. Maybe this is a moment to pick like what I'm happy with so far. We're gonna do 2 more portraits, right? Oh yeah, is that it? We've done 5, and I've got 7 reference photos. It's going by so fast. If anyone else wants to get drawn, send me a reference photo. I'm surprised that we only have 2 photos left. Okay, we've got Gris and Teresa, who we're just about to draw. That's it. Okay. Well, let's get to it. Teresa, nice to have you with us. How is Norddeutschland? Cool. All right, let's start now. Thank you so much for letting us draw from this photo. Yeah, yeah, Teresa. Shall I call you Reza or Teresa? Okay, Reza, cool. Yeah, Reza. Yeah, so Reza asked, I was like, can I use one of your screenshots in for this live stream? It's like, oh, which one? and I chose this one, and I'm so glad that you said yes. Super fun. We have so many fun poses in our sketch sessions. This is cool. Has a really clear like shadow side, light side. This kind of lighting's really cool as well. If I were a fantasy artist or doing some kind of cinematic thing, I'd probably dig some room lighting on the other side, but this I like this. Just having really clear shapes to draw is a blessing, a treat. Steph, you still here? The Vollmeisen. Is Ulrika drawing with you as well? Ulrika, are you here? Ulrika's going to be sketching with us at the event. I think it's so cool that we'll be doing it together. It's awesome. Even if we'll have like no time to even look at each other. Just be like... Yeah, I'm really curious how it's going to feel like. I know that when I get into drawing that time flies. Because it seems like, whoa, 4 to 5 hours of non-stop portrait sketching and human interaction is seems pretty intense. It could just be that it'll be over. It will be over. 130. So I don't actually know what the deal is. I guess it will be voluntary. If people want to draw, they can come over to us. Come to my next live stream and I'll be able to tell you how it went. Or to Tuesday session. Yeah, it's been like, I actually leave my house sometimes. Yeah, that's a cool idea. I won't be filming it. I did an event last year where I filmed my drawing. It was like 8 hours and I was filming at the same time as I was sketching, and then on my iPad I made a time lapse, put it all together, and at the end of the event it was projected on the wall and everyone could see the sketching process. That won't be. No, the time lapse was not 2 hours long. Fortunately, the time lapse feature on the phone compresses everything to around 30 seconds. So for each piece that I did, I had like a 30-second time lapse to work with. I put them together, and I can't remember how long it was at the end. But I think some of them I maybe even sped up again. But it was a cool thing to have at the end, because like throughout I didn't have people sitting for me. I was moving around the space and just kind of capturing moments as people were. It was like a team building event, and there were 100 people there at that one. But yeah, I could just move freely and sketch whatever I wanted to. So then I stuck them up on the wall and people could see them throughout the day. But then once it was all finished, to see that. I remember before I started doing my own time lapses, and even still now, I remember just thinking it was so magical to watch the process sped up of how people draw and create things. So that was like extra magical for people who don't draw. I think for most of us, we've probably seen quite a few time lapses of people's art processes by now. 6.5 minutes already. I like this drawing. This is like just a bit longer than a 6-minute pose, and I think this is cool. You're finished? Awesome. Sibylla's finished. That sounds good. When I was doing my other practice sketches, some of them I was like at about 7 minutes. I was like, yeah, I think this is good. And if when we're sketching at the event we can feel good after 6 minutes, I think it's probably a good idea, because there might be some poses that don't feel good after 10. But I guess at 6 minutes it'd be good to already have a sense of whether it's working or not. They leave. They leave when they see the portrait. I'm really keen. Like most of my work the past couple of years has been at home. Yeah, and I'm super thankful that I can do so much online. But it's kind of like something that was put on hold a couple of years ago, this event sketching idea. It's cool to be able to get out and actually try it out. Oh yeah. I wish I knew for many of the poses. So cool. Be nice to have like a record of what it was, but it is what it is. Some people who came and sketched with us would write down the prompt as well as the name next to the sketch. Nine and a half minutes. Oh, this one's still super light. 10 minutes. You having a rest, Sibylla? We finish after 6.5? Cool. Cool. Oh, awesome. Have fun at the party. Well, we just have one more. We still have Gris left to draw, but have fun at the party. Yeah, I've just... okay. I thought you were going to say you've already drawn him so many times, but... All right. Cool. Thank you, Teresa. If you want to put your Instagram account name in the chat on YouTube, and people can tag and follow you. I feel like this is really cool and it needs a bit more time, but okay. So, thank you. Glad you like it. So our final pose here is Gris. You're going to try? You're going to stay for the last pose? Cool. Haha, Steff said die Vollmeisen gucken noch zu. Awesome. All right, quick one. Last pose. It's Gris. Prolific sketcher and Instagram live streamer, traveler, who I'm a little bit jealous of, who's doing so many workshops and traveling so much. Let's draw Gris. In case not everyone, but in case anyone is tuning out after this and has places to be, thank you so much for joining. And I'd love to see your work. So if you're sharing anything, particularly on Instagram, which I use the most, you can use the hashtag drawingwithdylan and tag me And anyone who's sharing to their stories, I will reshare to my stories as well. If anyone is in love with any of these sketches and would like to have one, just let me know. And everyone can come and draw with us on Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. German time. It is G Rice. Gries. Maybe someone would like to put Gries's account name in the chat, G Rice. You've never listened to his music before? Or it's been a couple of years since you've... Uh-huh. It's okay. Okay, there's a conversation happening in Zoom that you're on YouTube not catching, but it was okay to think it's cringy or what? Ah, okay. Cool. So Gries, as well as being a prolific sketcher, amazing artist, and friend to many. Oh, cool. She is here. Awesome. I don't know. Did you get my message on Instagram? Very very nice to have you join us for the last pose. So I was just about to say that Gries, as well as being an amazing artist, is also a German hip hop artist and has some albums, which it's cool. I've listened to them with my kids. Icon is particularly interested in it. Also a German teacher. Actually, German hip hop is like the best way to learn German. Some of the first German like cultural experience that I had was listening to German hip hop when I was still in Australia. I met a German guy and he played me some music, and listening to German hip hop was like when I now listen to Turkish hip hop. That's what it sounded like to me. It was just like, what is this? It sounded so cool and unintelligible. Oh wow. Yeah? Go a level deeper. Lisa just said there's Bavarian rap too. Yeah, my friend who initially introduced me to German hip hop is from Rheinland-Pfalz, and he also got me to listen to some pfälzische Mucke, and yeah, and he also showed me some stuff like someone redubbed Lord of the Rings in Pfälzisch, and which, for those who don't know who are watching, it's a German dialect. I just Gotta check something. Oh, we just got a bonus photo. If anyone wants to draw another portrait, because she has just joined and answered my message, we have another portrait to draw. So the reward for staying to the end. There's still 25 people here. It's amazing. Thank you all. We have another really awesome portrait to draw. If you're getting ready to go, if you're already brushing your teeth and putting your pajamas on during this pose, I want to jump off, that's fine. But we're going to have another portrait to draw. Thank you so much. I just... Yeah, so listening to Chris's music was it was cool for me to listen to it and understand it, because I remember that initial introduction to the genre, to German hip hop, and it was just like, wow, I don't understand anything, and now I do. I've learnt things. (7:20) already. I sacrificed a bit of time checking my Instagram messages. It's super cool to have you with us, G. Cool. Awesome. Does anyone here have some German hip hop recommendations for us to listen to? Kinderzimmer Productions. Bommelkasten. Cool. Awesome. Cool. We listened to Deine Freunde. Okay. Cool. No. You don't apologize. It's not my music. I'm happy for any good kids music recommendations. Yeah, totally. I I used to listen to Tom York and Tool and System of a Down with Icon, and he was so into it, and it was so nice like sharing that with him, and now he's 9 and he's started going to parties where they like listening to music and dancing and stuff, and so it's like he's bringing in his own wealth of experience and wanting to listen to things that I would usually probably not choose to listen to, but it's good to be able to have things to be like, oh yeah, check this out. And he had a friend over today, and we were listening to some stuff, and she was like, oh, I want to listen to something in German. So any recommendations? I'm happy to hear them. All right, we're already at 10 minutes. I feel like this needs a bit more time, but that's it, 10 minutes. And now we have a bonus portrait. which is so cool. But it's a bit late if you need to head out. It was great. Great having you with us. And maybe we'll have another, yeah, my pleasure. Maybe we'll have another Zoom meetup before our big event. That would be cool. Yeah, we should. All right, so we have one more portrait. This was going to be the last, but I'm happy to announce there's going to be one more. So I'd be keen for you to stay if you're interested. Let me just improvise. I've got to drop this in here and do the stuff I normally do before we start. Resize and crop. So the software that I use for streaming is called OBS, and I think it's really cool. It's open source software. It's free to use, and you can basically do anything with it, but you need to learn how to do everything yourself. Look, there you can see all of us hanging out, drawing, having fun together on the side. That's just like what it is now, because I can see people in Zoom. Yeah, I think OBS is really cool. I appreciate that it's free. I've been tempted to try some other things because I know there are some things I would like to be able to do during streaming which I don't really know how to do. But I know it's all possible if you take the time to learn it. Anything you can do on StreamYard or Ecamm or any other service, you can do it all on OBS, but you just need to watch tutorials and learn how to do things. So here we go. Final portrait, number 8. Oh, awesome. Booked out, still has space. So it's good that there's one more. That's great. Yes. I'm going to recharge with some of this tea. I have kurkuma ginger pepper tea, which I made 2 hours ago and is now cold, but it's still good. Okay. Oh, I haven't put she into Procreate. So I'll just draw from the screen, like I do on a Tuesday. So far I've had my reference right next to what I'm drawing, but now I'm going to be looking up, like everyone else, I guess. Let's do it. Start. 10 minutes. Final pose. Everything has led to this. Our whole lives have led to this moment. This is the culmination of it all. Right now. We're here. Some epic music in Zoom, being mouth trumpeted. That's all right. I was just chewing on a piece of ginger. A bit of fire for this drawing. Cold tea, a parent's life and an artist's life. Yeah, it's great. But if you put ginger in it, it's still hot, but in a different kind of way. Yeah. Don't dip your brush into your tea, or you may poison yourself, or have to throw away your tea. Hey, G-Rice, hi. That's interesting because my mum, who's not here, also thought it was tomorrow. So I wonder if I posted something wrong somewhere. He can watch the replay. Did someone put Chris's Instagram account in the chat? Greece030.de. Where were you just communicating with Greece, Lisa? Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Private conversation happening in Zoom. Very public. Yeah, it's a sunny day. just a bit of chat over in Zoom about how we love commissions, and we like getting paid to draw. So you can buy our art and commission us to do our art because we love it. We all have art for sale. Oh, Lisa has a web store. Something I've been wanting to do and haven't done, and I've talked about it many times and still haven't done it, is to do an art biz sketch session where we talk about our art business. Yeah. So stay tuned for that, because it's something I really want to do and I think can be super valuable for lots of people and interesting. Yeah, I think that'd be a really cool thing to do, because we all have different paths and different experiences and are at different stages on the journey. Yeah, it's tricky. Like, I certainly know that I'm just like, I just want to draw, and the whole mission was like just drawing and getting better at drawing. And it's like, oh yeah, okay, at some point it'd be good if all that time, especially having kids puts a lot of stuff into perspective. But it's like how to provide and be able to do things. Money is helpful in some situations, and so how do we as artists doing our beautiful creative work, making the world a better place, how can we live bountifully, and what tools are available to us, and how can we just feel good about doing it and not freeze up when people ask how much our work costs and stuff. There are lots of challenges. Some pretty good, I think it was on Muddy Colors and from various artists. Good advice that I've heard is just to do what you want to do and what you're passionate about. because often if you switch into a mode where it's like, oh, this is a commission, this is paid for, and any kind of, it can be the case that the kind of joy and looseness and presence that you experience when creating art, if a financial element gets added to the mix, that can change things potentially. Yeah, it can. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to kill the vibe. There was an anonymous comment in Zoom. And if you focus on doing what you want to do, and sometimes I've been in the middle of something and I'm like, oh, this is not working. What's going on? I'm sure I've mentioned it before. I just like take a break to like restart my brain, or restart myself. And I'll do some quick sketches because it's something I'm comfortable with and love doing. And that's been like, oh, maybe instead of doing this other thing that I'm struggling with, I could like incorporate some of this thing that I enjoy and I feel that I can do. Maybe how can I bring more of that to this different thing, which is so different, but somehow it could benefit from some of that. And to be able to revitalize the process. And it's not always like that. Sometimes just like, whoa, I got a commission. It's awesome. I'm on fire. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to love it. This is cool. And I love doing it. And you just do it and whip it out. But it's not always the case. Sometimes you redraw something 7 times. Awesome. We are almost finished. I feel like this is maybe my favorite drawing so far. It has all led to this. It's really good to practice and practice and practice and keep drawing, and it's nice to be doing it together. Cool. Thank you, She. Thank you for joining us and saying, yes, we can draw you, because it's my favorite drawing so far. I feel like there's still things I'd like to add to it and kind of change, but I like it. I'm just I would add a bit more contrast, and I feel like it's very, very light. I'd like it to have a bit more depth, but this is how it is right now. Thank you to everyone. If anyone now who's still hanging out watching on YouTube would like to join the Zoom room just for a little after show chat, feel free. The link is in the description. And to anyone who's just would like to head off, you're very welcome to. I'm going to have a look back upon all of the sketches that I've just done, so it may be interesting just to keep watching for a bit. Cool. Thanks, She. Thanks, everyone. If anyone who's been drawn has not got their Instagram handle in the chat, She, I don't think yours is in there. Put it in so can tag everyone we've been drawing. And it's a bit overexposed, but that's all right. I will share these on Instagram as well, so people have a look at them all. So let's just like flick back here. I was a bit distracted drawing Cleese because I was excited about She saying yes, we can draw She, so lost a bit of time there, but that's how it is. And I've got these are. I can see in all of these things like how I would keep going with it and how I would like establish the contrast a bit more. So maybe that would be like kind of be my challenge either to accept that my drawings are pretty light. I'm thinking in the context of this event where I'm going to be sketching a lot of people and getting paid to do it. Like what is the goal that I want to achieve? I really like this. That's cool. And it's quite light, but it has this, I don't know. It's so different to working with ink, like to go in with a calligraphy pen. It's like boom, boom, boom. It's all just so intense and the high contrast. But it's really interesting with working like this. So this one, I think these two are my favorites from this session. Maya and she. Connie. Started out with Connie. It was pretty cool. I feel like this is a bit lacking. I was so excited about drawing Felix. Maybe it just needs like a colorful square in the background. And that would be the thing that would bring it together. And Hans, super cool pose. So many cool poses. Thank you to everyone who posed for us. It was really wonderful being able to draw you and drawing together. And I guess that's it for today. I'll come over here. Here I am. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you to all of you. If you haven't yet, thumbs up. Oh, I see 21 people watching and 21 likes. That's cool. If you haven't given me a thumbs up for this video yet, then please do so. That would be much appreciated. And subscribe. I'm going to be doing live streams every 2 weeks. Something weird is going to happen around Christmas and New Year's because it's going to be too close. So the rhythm may be broken a bit there. But I'm going to keep uploading stuff to YouTube. This a lot of what I share on Instagram and TikTok you can see on YouTube in 4K definition, so super high resolution because I film it with my good camera here. Live streaming is a bit tricky with that kind of fidelity. So yeah, it's really nice being able to draw together here. Thank you to everyone who got into Zoom. It's really awesome. And for future live streams, just know that you can also get into the Zoom room and hang out together. There has been some nice chat, and everyone who hasn't been chatting is also very appreciated. Thank you just for being here and drawing together. And I wish you all well. And I think that's about it for now. So thank you for joining the live stream. You're awesome. Use the Drawing with Dylan hashtag if you're sharing on social media. And see you next time.